Hello everyone, my name is Rusa, and today we're gonna take a closer look on an old world made by Mohawk Games. This is a pre-release look, so the game is coming out soon, and I'm hyped. I played a lot of Civ 6, and now when one of the lead designers are like one of the front figures of this game, I'm quite excited. And yeah, let's take a look how you set up a game. So I have played a little bit before this, but not much. But yeah, first when you launch a game, you're gonna choose a leader, and every leader have also noble families that's following with them. So we have Assyria. Some artists is still missing, but it's still in development. It's coming early access now in May. But yeah. So when you hover over the character, you see the different stats. I won't go too close into the different stats, but I will show them to you. But yeah, we also have we have Assyria, we have Babylonia. We have Carthage, we have Egypt, Greece. Oh my god, look at the beard. I'm a beard guy myself, but this dude has way better beard. And then we have Rome. I did actually play as Rome, it's pretty cool. We start as two brothers, Romulus and Remus, and I actually killed my brother. It's fantastic. But yeah, depending on which nation you decide to start with, you can check what kind of attributes you start with, and also what are the unique units. I would say Rome is maybe the military faction of all of them, historically speaking. And also here's the families. You can hover over them, so before you start you can see okay, who are the families. That's pretty cool. Oh god, he has a glorious beard as well. And unique Akkadian archer. You know what, we could try. Oh, African elephants. Hell yeah, let's do elephants. But yeah, you can also switch over to bio and get like historic and history, or you can also go with random. But yeah, you can here choose difficulty, just like Civilization, depending on the difficulty. You can adjust the difficulty a lot, and also the starting difficulty, like the starting is quite different. If you look at the numbers here, the able, the easiest, and now the great. So it's quite a huge difference. You can also choose map sizes, and also hardwood forest, inland sea, northern ocean, seaside. It's pretty dope. You can also choose 4 opponents, up to 6, and which nation? Barbarians, raging. So yeah, that's a pretty cool standard, realistic mortality. Yes, when you choose a leader, it's a high chance you're gonna die, and it's not like Civ. You're forever Gandhi. Like, you will die, and it's your children that will continue the bloodline. And you can also assassinate other leaders in the game, which is so cool. A lot of people have done the comparisons Crusader Kings and Civ, so it will be nice to take a closer look. Strong map size. And let's see. Human players follow the same rules as the AI. No tribes off, no fog of water. So, and we can also end the tutorial. If you played a lot of Civ, the beginner stuff will be quite similar. But yeah, let's just start the game. But have you also noticed the art of the game? It's so gorgeous. It kind of fits with my cam frame. So here's the world, like here you see the fog, but what I do like is like the mountain top. Look at the fog here. It's not like in the normal games where it just cuts everything out, but depending on the height of the stuff, like now here we have a mountain, we see the mountains here, and then we have like the higher mountain ridge, mountain back. I don't know the word. I'm sorry, I'm Finnish. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool. And also a volcano. I haven't never seen it like erupt, so that's pretty cool. But we need to check that out if it gets an eruption. And up here we have luxuries, none training rates used to train military units. So this is like the training stuff for military. As it says, read the label. Civics rates used to develop specialist and finished projects. Unused civics go into the national stockpile, which can be used to enact laws, establish theologies, increase civics by building courthouse and forums. This is super important. Like when I test played, this was A&O. And also science rates. The more science you have, the quicker you can research stuff. And stone, you can build mines in the quarries. Wood. And you can also cut wood. You don't need like a lumber mill or anything. You can just cut it immediately. I can show you. Iron rates and food and money. But okay, this is different from a civilization. You can't build cities everywhere. Here is our settler. And here you do light up where you can build. So here you have to be a little bit strategic, because the spots to put down a city is not unlimited. In civilization you can just poop out cities as much as possible. Here you have to take down barbarian camps where they can actually have like have something on these city tiles. If you look, you see it's like small huts and such. And when we explore with our scouts, we can get to abandoned, but also like enemy players and the barbarian tribes. But now we have to choose. Here I spoke about the 4 families. Here you have to choose what kind of family are you giving. Every family are giving some kind of bonus. So I will actually go with Didonian. And here they're using orders. You can use all orders to move around one character as much as possible, or you split the orders. And 1 turn is 1 year, so don't waste your turn, because you will die. And if you don't get married and have children, you're fucked. But yeah, your main orders to be seen in the lower left corner. Da-da-da. And here we go. Scout selected. The fantastic explorers, they can hide in the trees. But what I do like, you see these? There are these things are spread out all over the map, and depending on how many you find, you can get titles like achievements and such. But also find survivors, hieroglyphs. Then you have to choose, and depending on what you choose, it can give you cash, stone, or maybe science, or it will buff your capital. So what you choose can give like long effects. Oh, cool thing, I did get a pet monkey, and my pet monkey did hate my daughter. So we tried to teach my pet monkey to kill our daughter so she couldn't revolt and take the throne. It's so insane. The encounters you can get in the game is hilarious. I'm just saying. Okay. Adjacent to the Desert Hills, today returned in with news. At distance, these primitive ruins comprise massive pattern designed even zoological images made to be seen from a great height. But to dig would destroy their beauty. And here, oh shit, that was actually a misclick. I was going to show. But yeah, here we see gold. And you see, it's a harvestable resource. And it also consumes one build order, or like order. And here you see our orders. We get 12 orders every turn. So here we have the worker. And then we can make mines, urban improvements. So build barracks, but here we have build a mine. This is also a harvestable resource, but we can also build a mine on it. But I'm thinking maybe we want to go food early on. And here we see the farm. When you are on a tile, the upgrade that gives the most benefit is furthest down. Farm plus 11, Aquarius plus 9, and mine is plus 8. Yeah, here we go. And here's also, it costs 20 food, and it will take 4 years. Which means 4 turns. And choose of research. So the game will say what they recommend that you will pick, but if you have played other strategy games and you have this roadmap in your head put out, you don't have to do as they recommend. But if you are not used to it, I would recommend to just say what the game wants you to do until you get used to it. And disgrace close the volcano. I have played the Civ way too much. That volcano will erupt. Even shoot 40 from on top of the hill. So now I would love to put like an barrack or a fortification up on a hill, so it will give even more bonuses. Time to sling some rocks, definitely. And now we don't have any more orders. We have done all of them. And I could buy more orders, but it requires the title Schemer. You see the required is in red down to the left. Before we continue, here you can also see ambition. We win when we have 33. This will be filled up, and also here's the enemy nations. This is us. Age 20. We don't have no partner yet, and here we can use the gables to invent these things, but we need to find clues or technology, and they will unlock. So yeah, I really recommend to use a scout and find stuff, harvest, The shiny thingy we did pick like a few minutes ago. It's so important. It gave me so much benefit. I can't stress that enough. And also here we can adopt different religions if we want to take that path. And here is like a log. And here's like research how we want to go. Here we see what we all already know. And here we see a summary, output. This content, they don't like me very much. So this will be pretty useful when you have more CDs. So yeah, this is like zoom out, just similar function in the Civ 6 as well. And here we also have a small shortcut. You can check out your enemies. What are their unique units? Ancient Ruins gives bonus upon entering tile. Prevents barbarian respawning. Required lush, temperate, or arid. So this is the Ancient Ruins I spoke about. But yeah, and our first year. I will follow the game. Iron working. We can't harvest again. It takes some time until the gold have spawned again. Should we? Okay, I don't want to go over here. I want to go and check out the second volcano. And we have still 10 orders. Yeah. And you can also force your units to march. You saw it took a little bit of the red. You also take orders, but also like military. I think. Yeah, you see the red stuff. I can't do. March. There we go. Ancient site. Our expedition comes up on a site that looks like the ceremonial capital of some ancient world. An altar centers the court, and 10 thrones sit on each side. Raise the city. We could use the stone. It would give us 65 stone early on. Preserve the site and learn its history. Queen Daidu, the founder, gains scholar, no longer a diplomat. Later unlocks inquiry in capital. Can redraw text. Can serve as governor or ambassador. +3 wisdom, which is so insane. Like, this is so short term. Like, we're getting a stone. Okay, sometimes it might be necessary, but this early on, I would rather go for these benefits. Or we're stepping onto a holy site, make an offering to their gods. Queen Daidu, the founder, becomes pious. +1 discipline. Global +8. And also 50 XP. So, +3 wisdom, I think is really good. But then again, it would be interesting to see how to placing the old gods could be good. Sometimes, depending on what you choose, it will bite you in the ass later. I might go this way. You see, here we can build a house. We could actually set in. No, we go back. And here we have a settler. It takes 100 food. Oh, actually already in queue. But yeah, we will be making more workers as well. Maybe we should make a slinger. But you could also use civics, like a festival, and that will boost. And an inquiry, repeatable. So all of these are repeatable. You don't have to do these. You could do these different tasks that will boost your city. I want to see more with this volcano. Is that pigs? Ooh. Oh yeah. Our first encounter with enemies. Nice. A marriage proposal has arrived. That's correct. You can make babies. No, you won't see any videos of it, but you will get babies, and you can get plenty of babies, but you have to watch out. You can become sick, you can become assassinated, you can die of old age, you can get killed. Like, it's insane. You have to prep all of these scenarios. Okay, you can't do much if you get sick, but it's like different stages. You won't get like sick and die immediately. It's like stage 1 and then stage 2. So when you get like ill, you have to think, okay, do we have a baby? Do we have a heir to the throne? And you have a few turns, equal a few years, until you can die and you lose. But yeah, here we go. So male 20. Archetype hero, honest, +1 discipline, courage 3, discipline 1. Doesn't have really any opinion about me. That will give us +15 science, strength +10, critical chance 10%. Oh, okay. Just now, it's actually different. How you hold your mouse. Now you just check the enemy, the guy. Like if you would be a governor, that's what he can do. But if you hover over the button itself, it gives you another stats. Like what am I getting? So we can see what kind of skills do they have, and then what do we have here? Yeah, I did pick him. Look, here he is. We can also divorce, but we don't have the cash for it right now. We can also assassinate, but to actually kill him, we need the rank of a spy master. And then it also says how many percent chance he gets killed, plot exposed, target survives, assassination succeeds. But we could also put him in a prison. It's just some casual BDSM. Okay, research. I'm following the star, you know. I'm still new to the game, so I'm playing safe. You have accepted a marriage proposal for a member of your family. Marriage are useful diplomatic tool for forming bonds with other families, tribes, and nations. They will also allow your family to continue their line with legitimate heirs who will be eligible to take over once your current ruler is gone. Yes, they won't survive forever. Let's harvest some gold. And we harvest some big game. That means food. We could march, but I don't think it's necessary. We could go with these troops. And end this year. So up here, here we have the spouse. Here, Ambassador, Chancellor, and Spy Master. Huh. Slavery, freedom, roads. Ambassador, centralization. Ah, you see, Ambassador. +10 barbarian opinion. It would also be interesting to build like roads. One year left. So see, look again at the artwork. It's gorgeous. And yes, here you see the barbarians, and here is the city tile again. So we have city tiles up here and here, but here we have the barbarians. Ah, shiny! You know, Forest Marsh. And here I did get another title. And more titles I have, more benefit I have in the long run. And this is what I mean, it's so important to be exploring. A series of veteran monuments lost in the underground. Upon closer inspection, the structure appears to be inscribed with the laws of Forgotten City. What should we do? Send a sage just to learn what they can. We get 100 gables. Civics rate. Send laborers to smash them into needed rubble. I haven't used any rubble so far, so I will do this. Now we have 400 here. We can go... where was it? We're still missing text, so we can't do any of that. Does it work? No. Yeah, and a city with Suratarism. Still not quite there. We're working on it. Ooh, wait, look at this. You can also rename your cities. I'm just saying, this is cool to know. And here you can also fix all of that. Ah, Intrepid, new title. So higher legitimacy. A cavern of frightened families approaches our explorers. They explain that your bloodthirsty raiders have been preying on them, and they look to you for protection. How shall we help? Join us and we will protect you. Queen Dido the Intrepid becomes gracious, +2 charisma. Send our fighters to face the raider. We're getting 50 XP. Give us guides and we will pay your tormentors. We're getting a scout. Are we losing 200 gold? Just to show you how it looks when we take a unit. This is how it looks. The gruff chieftain arrives from Scutians. He demands that we surrender immediately or suffer a brutal extended conflict with his people. Bring my army into your land. It will destroy your farms, slay your people, and raise your city. Aww. We're humbled by your power. Tribute, -4 for 40 years. And you see here an opinion of your actions will screw for you for like 20 to 40 years. And it can be you're cheating on your partner, you're invading somebody. The grievance can be there for many years. Like trying to kill your daughter with a trained monkey. It's doable. It happens. Go to war. Oh, we got the explorer. And here's the scout unit we did get. And end year. Your second city, your capital has finished training a new settlers, so let's go up there. There it is. And we could either march. Oh, harvest the silver. And here, this is done. We can move here. Let's see. Here they recommend a barrack. We can also do a shrine. Or do we wanna... I kinda wanna do mine. Delight envoy. Thraken's leader arrives in court, delighted that we are already at war with his people's ancestral enemies. So, you see, just because we are at war with one nation, they like us a little bit more. Tribe contacted. I think this is good. And we are at peace. Oh. We will... Look at this. Another nation. Assyria. Look at that. So this is tribes, this is empire, so... this is like the empire, this is the tribe, so it's a different thing. But that's actually a little bit of the basics. We have been going on for a half an hour now. And the only thing I want to choose is now. Choose a production. We're done with our production, and I'm choosing we made a settler. I want another worker so we can improve our tiles. We could have went for one of the civics or some warriors as well. We got attacked. There we go. We see the damage above, over there, and also on the cards to their left. And here, it's lighten up where we can build. And now you have to choose which family should rule. Let's take the luxury this time. So that's the basics. Here we have the two cities. Next city will be down below. So tell me, what do you want to see next? And what do you want me to highlight from the game? Is it more battles, or like city building, what to focus, how to get money? I will make us a series of videos from of the game, gameplay, and how to play videos. You can also capture my live stream videos on Twitch, Rusa, over on Twitch as well. And also feel free to subscribe to the channel for more. I do a lot of guides, and for live gameplay it's over at Twitch. And yeah, I will link my social medias. Subscribe, like, and share a comment what you think about the game and what's good or bad. I love the artwork. The style is magnific, and it's just early access yet, and it's gonna be so good when it's finally out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful quarantine. Stay sane.